Welcome to the first in the series, Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, Strategies for Managing Symptoms and Behaviors. My name is Kathleen Arbuckle. During this video series, we're going to be looking at several things, including managing disorganization, controlling impulsivity, reducing distractibility, getting things done, parenting, home and at school. First is tips for managing disorganization. Find a specific spot for important papers, mail, keys, wallet, etc. Find a place in your house for the stuff you don't want to lose. Start with mail. Take care of it when you get it. Deal with the junk mail. If you do not want it or not going to use it, throw it away. Open the envelopes. I choose to throw the envelopes away as soon as I take the information out so that I don't have that extra trash around. And then you take what you've taken out of the envelopes and you sort it into the appropriate piles or baskets. I recommend a basket for bills that need to be paid and a basket for important papers that need to be filed. Choose a place where you will put your wallet, purse, keys, backpacks, etc., and put them in their place as soon as you come in. Ideally, have a basket or tray or something like that to put them on. Do not set things down in any other place hoping you will remember to move them later. This should become routine and a habit. Labels. Make sure you label the baskets and or the places that you will be keeping these things. That helps not only you remember, but it helps the others in your house also know where things belong, and it's just a good organizational skill. Have a good filing system. Have a file cabinet or a file box to keep your important papers and put them in labeled folders. I use a number/letter system. It's detailed but relatively easy to set up. This spreadsheet shows kind of what I'm talking about. Like I have the Arbuckle family. That file number is A01. The first family member in our household, that happens to be my husband, is A0101. My number is A01-02. And then we start with our children. And I only put one on here, but we do have three. So there would be 3, 4, and 5. Their spouses go with their same number, but have the small letter A. Then their children start with their family number. And then the first child would be B, and then on down for each child. I use the children and grandchildren folders for things like cards or maybe pictures they drew or pictures of the children. It's just a good way to organize and keep up with things like that. Also, just as an example, I01 is auto insurance. I02 is home insurance. Yeah. And then you can put, things underneath each one, like car 1, 2, 3, or home, and then you have a liability. Then finance, I have banks and investments, and you can just put as many as you want under each one. The system has to be your own. It has to fit you and your family and the things that you need in your family. Lists are awesome. If you recall in an earlier video, persons with ADHD have trouble remembering remembering past 1 or 2 items. Or they have trouble breaking down a global goal or task into steps that are needed to complete it. Lists that allow you to see all that needs to happen, that you can check off, can save a lot of frustration and missed deadlines. You can choose to use paper and pencil lists. I choose to use Google Keep for my lists. I use many Google apps for organization, and I'll be referencing them in future videos. Keep in mind, you do not have to use these. There's many apps out there for making and keeping lists. You just find one that works for you. But this is what Google Keep looks like and some of the reasons I use it. Let's see if this one will come up real quick. This is my personal Google Keep. You can see I have several lists. They're color coded based on what I need. Some of them have lists or colors and some don't. The ones I need to remember really well, I put up here with pins. These are easy to create. You click on it, you can put a title, and then just start listing the items. You can change the colors, so you can color code things. You can match up with files in your file folders if you would like. You can collaborate with others. You can put pictures. You can even set reminders if you need to remember, and it'll send you a little note or a pop-up alarm so that you will remember to do what's on that list. But anyway, it's a really good tool to help keep track of those things. The next thing on the list is email. Email is something that can get out of hand quickly if you don't take care of it as soon as it comes in or at a specific time during the day. I know it's distracting for people to have the email pop up on their phone or on their desktop, and they get distracted by taking care of it. So sometimes it's better to have a set time that you handle email. But when you get into your email box, in your inbox, you do it kind of like you did your paper mail. You sort it. If it's junk, you get rid of it. If it's things you need or need to take care of, I choose when it's a current bill or something that's coming up, a statement, I may leave that in my inbox. But if it's information or a receipt or something of that nature, I file it so that I can recall that information if I need it. I have files set up for business, family, again, financial, and under financial, these are some of the things, all the credit cards and the different utilities that I have and the banks, all that goes under there, and I can quickly access the information for that business. And then, you can set up whatever you want. This happens to be in Gmail. I know Outlook has where you can set up folders, and I'm sure the other email servers do as well. If you need help setting that up, I would be happy to help you do that. One last suggestion I have, it came from an article I read a couple of days ago. The recommendation was to put electronic fobs on your keys or other important items. There's many types of these, and I'm going to put some links of suggestions on my website under the ADHD resource section. But I think that it's just a neat idea that if you lose something, you can hit either an app on your phone or a physical base, and it beeps till you find it. Sometimes that's really helpful. But anyway, all the information, the spreadsheet that I put up with the files, as well as some of the suggestions for ways to manage and set things up. There's going to be links under the ADHD resource section of the website, KathleenArbuckleLPC.com. And please let me know if these strategies are helpful. And if you would like to explore more ideas for managing disorganization, please let me know.